Well, let's, as I said, I wanted to bring in some other small videos now as we come down the body. I've done a couple of things here. I've started to draw on Judith in terms of the main muscle groups, which I'll go into in a minute. But one of the themes that came up last week was about how we massage the glute area with safety and with client care in terms of towel. I mean, you people know we call it that towel management. So, how do I do this? So, the top half here, it's fairly obvious. I've just pulled that out of the way. But in terms of glutes, this is how I do it. So, I have the towel down fairly low. In fact, I have it fairly near the posterior superior iliac spines. I hold the centre of the towel, and then I take it over into like a V shape here. And then holding the towel in place, I then take the underwear down out the way, asking the client possibly to lift their pelvis slightly to allow me to get completely out of the way. So at that point now, the towel is laid here. Now let's be clear, I would be normally obviously working on the other side of the couch. I've done that so you can see what I've done in terms of muscle groups. So a busy roadmap of muscles here. So what have I put in? Let's start from the top. I started with putting in the last few ribs in orange there, or yellow, pink. Be good if I wasn't colorblind, wouldn't it? Anyway, so here then we've got the PSIs, is the posterior superior iliac spines. I tend to find them by running my hand down, and then I can just feel those both. They're the most posterior kind of aspects of the pelvis. From here, then I drill this line through here, That's the iliac crest, that pelvic ridge as it comes through. So here is the glutes, and I've put here glute maximus, and I've sort of shaded it in green and orange there. And then I've got the piriformus in here on the edge of the sacrum. I'll get onto that in a minute. I put down the last 5 vertebrae. L1 to L4, L5, T12, that junction between the ribs and the lumbar, and then wedged in the middle here in orange, I've put quadratus laborium, QL muscle, that lower back muscle, which we'll get into on the second video. I'll get into how we massage that area. Going down to here, let's just look at finding the coccyx is important because it gives us then the triangle of the sacrum. How do we do that? I always work from the top down using the palm of my hand. I come through until I can feel the coccyx. Then I replace it with a finger. And then I've got that natural triangle, 3 bony landmarks, posterior superior iliac spines, coccyx, and then I've got a nice triangle. And once I've got the edge of the triangle, then I've got the edge of the sacrum. So here's the sacrum, about the size of a fist, maybe a little bigger. Edge of it here is where the glute maximus attaches onto the side, and this area is where the SI joint, sacroiliac joint, sits at the top part. I'll get into doing some hands-on massage of that in the second video. Okay.